Directly under the Great Pyramid is a room which is known since eternity. It's called the unfinished chamber. The unfinished chamber, you have a shaft going down, and the shaft is 119 meters long. You have to go down really on your knees because it's only about 1 meter high. And you come to the unfinished chamber. There are no writings, no chiselings, nothing. It's just primitive out of the rock. No one understands why this unfinished chamber is there. It makes no sense. Herodotus, the Greek historian who was there around 450 BC, he said that under the pyramid there is a lake, a sea, and the sea has absolutely clear water. And in the water there is a sarcophagus with the remains or with some gifts of the god Osiris. One has to know Osiris is the oldest god in Egypt. And Osiris is the same thing which in the firmament is Orion. So Orion and Osiris is the same, even in writing, in hieroglyphics, it's always the same. Now, Herodotus, the Greek historian, says, under the pyramid is a lake with clear water and a sarcophagus with some gifts of Osiris. Archaeologists never took this for true. They said, what is Herodotus telling us? It is impossible that under the pyramid there is a lake, because the pyramid finally is in the Sahara desert. There's no water, nothing. Some years ago, they found, in fact, the lake under the pyramid. And of course, I was down there. We were climbing down there. First, you come into a small room and there are stairs, 2 stairs. Now you go down there, right down in a shaft. The shaft is big enough for 2 ladders. Of course, the ladders are from our days. Then you come to a small room which is chiseled out of the rock, inside the rock. And there you see 7 niches, but only in 2 niches are some sarcophaguses. One is made out of black basalt. Basalt is volcanic stone. There are no volcanoes nearby. We don't know why they had to use basalt sarcophagus, and the other one is granite. Now from this point, you again go deeper, another shaft, into the rock. Now the first shaft was as large enough for 2 ladders. The second shaft has only room for 1 ladder. It's smaller. You have to really, with your elbows, you touch the walls. Then you come under the place, you make a right angle, and you see, in fact, a lake. It's not a big lake, it's some sort of creek with absolutely clear water. And in the water, there is a sarcophagus. We measured the sarcophagus, we made photographs of the sarcophagus. So the Greek writer historian was right. He was correct saying that there is a lake under there. Now, modern today's archaeologists, I asked, what did you find in the sarcophagus? They told me nothing. Now, I don't know if this is the truth or not, but the fact is, the Greek historian Herodotus told us about a lake under the pyramid, and he was right. All through archaeology for centuries said, this is impossible. The same Greek historian said that the gods came down 11,240 years ago. Now, archaeologists do again not accept the 11,240 years ago, because history of Egypt is roughly 3,000 years BC, but not 11,000 years BC. They disagree with Herodotus, but I suggest Herodotus is right, and we are wrong. The pyramid must be much, much older, was constructed before the Great Flood. They knew that the Great Flood was coming. They construct the pyramid. They knew the pyramid would survive the Great Flood. And in the pyramid, we will find some libraries. Sooner or later, with our modern technology, we will find the library of Enoch. And then we have the shock of the gods again, because Enoch tells us what really went on at that time before the Great Flood. We have all heard of the myths and the legends of our history. But is there another story?